Bonds hits one high. It's a deep. It is out of here. 7:56. Bonds stands alone.
Now Booker with Tucker on him. Throws it up for 8. Shot blocked by Antetokounmpo. What a block from Giannis.
17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
Minute remaining. And they're putting Curry in the pick and roll, trying to get him on Irving. Irving and Curry, one-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown.
We're sending it in, Jerome. That's for damn sure.
Yes. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Tap Room Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Jordan. Stacks on stacks, lads. Joined with my guy, Mr. Big Ben Larson.
Oh, yeah.
Ben, I see you're wearing a Cubs hat and they're playing your Giants?
I am wearing a Cubs hat. Went with the color of my shorts. Which is why I wore it today.
This is a dude that's wife definitely dressing for sure.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
She should. Maybe she should. Maybe she should dress.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh shit. Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody.
It's like your belt and your shoes have to match. Your fucking shorts and your hat match.
All right.
What color pants are you fucking wearing? Or shorts?
Beige.
Oh, shouldn't have chose that hat.
What do I wear? A beige hat? I don't think I own a beige hat.
You should have had some beige in it.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. Yeah, man.
I didn't even, to be honest, I didn't even realize it. I wanted a blue hat, so I just picked a blue hat that I had.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, yeah.
It
worked
I didn't even
for my
notice
Giants to win, so
I didn't even notice you were wearing a Cubs hat until we started recording. I was like, oh shit, Giants are playing the Cubs.
Somewhere around here.
But we are being brought to you by the Sharps app, SHARPZ. Make sure to download it. Use promo code JORD517. It's free to download, free to use. Sharps app. Track your bets. Become a better. With that being said, Major League Baseball, a lot going on. Obviously, we're in the basically the halfway point now, Ben, for pretty much everybody.
Yeah.
A lot of trade talk.
Surprising.
Yep, surprising. A lot of trade talk has been coming up. A lot of teams making some moves as far as in standings and whatnot. You know, the Astros have won 7 straight, putting themselves in position to make a run. The Rays have been pretty hot. They did drop the game today against the Mariners. The Mariners avoided the sweep, but the Tampa Bay Rays are only 3.5 back. Obviously, we talked about the Royals on Sunday, how they've fallen out of the wild card position. Boston Red Sox have taken sole possession of that third and final spot. The Cleveland Guardians are now the best team, best record in baseball. I don't know if anyone saw that halfway through the season, but here we are.
Oh, yeah, never mind. The Yankees have more wins, but they also have more losses. So
yeah.
How is there a 4-game difference there, too?
I mean, they just, it's just the way the schedule. That just means they're going to get, and it could have been rain outs and stuff, too. Yeah. Because I know the Guardians have had a couple of those. And then on the NL side, which is the wildest side, I mean, the Mets were down 11 games before the month of June. Now they are 39-39 and only 1.5 back of the final wild card spot. Yep. The Diamondbacks dropped one tonight against the Twins. They fall a game behind the Mets. And then we got the Pirates, the Giants, Nationals, Reds, and Cubs. They're all within 3 to 5 games. The Reds dropped 2 of 3 to the Pirates in this series, which was huge for the Pirates moving up. Nationals dropped 3 in a row against San Diego, and they had some chances to win a couple of those games, which is a huge blow for them. So we're getting in the thick of things, man. We are getting there. We're starting to see some separation a little bit in the NL wild card, although, still pretty wide open. A lot of Jekyll and Hyde teams, but yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah, there's two teams in the NL that are really flirting with that, or sorry, the AL, in my opinion, that are flirting with that being out of the race here. And actually, I'd say probably three. Rangers having lost three straight, dropping to 6 games back of that wild card position. Have to have a good 2 weeks basically before the trade deadline to see if they're going to be a selling or a buying team. At this point, the way that they're trending, 4-6 in their last 10, and really, I think the other two teams are the same thing. The Tigers and the Blue Jays, they're on that fringe, but they're trending in the wrong direction.
Yep.
They've had a bad last 2 weeks, and that's not good for those teams. And that's the separation you're talking about.
Yeah, and
2.5 game difference between the Rays and where the Rangers and the Tigers are.
I mean, to be honest, like I think the AL is kind of set. Like, I wouldn't even be shocked if in a month, like we're literally talking about 4 teams in the wild card, and that's the Astros, Red Sox, Twins, and Orioles. It wouldn't shock me.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that the Royals have a little bit of fight, but I do think that the Royals and Rays they have too many weaknesses, and the Rays, I don't know if it's their credit or whatever, but I mean they just have a million injuries to their rotation, dude. It's so hard for them to just overcome that. And I know the Astros have a lot of injuries too, but like the Rays' entire team was built on pitching, and when you lose all those guys, dude, it's a little tough. Like
they're what, top 3, right? Top 3 pitchers are out.
Yeah, Jeffrey Springs, Rasmussen, and McClanahan all out for the year, right? So that I think is a massive blow for them. I wouldn't expect them to be in it, and I do expect them to be sellers, because I do think the Rays they're a smart enough organization where like they know as well as we do. Like, okay, you guys don't really have a chance, bro.
Yeah,
like this is all cute and it's all fun, but like let's be real. The Astros, on the other hand, like you still have one of the best lineups in baseball. You still have Jordan, who I just found out his name is actually pronounced Jordan. Not Jordan, but Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
You still got great hitters in that lineup, right?
It's more fun to say Jordan.
It is. And it's spelled with a Y, so
yeah.
I'll call him Jordan. But I do think that the Astros, like, they can make a move for an arm, and they're, like, in contention.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is a team that's been there. They've done it. They've won. And then the Red Sox are a really good team, and they're not even healthy yet. Like, they're going to get Tristan Cassis back, and that's probably better than any of these teams' addition that they can make at the trade deadline. Mm-hmm. Like, that's one of those additions that's, like, that's an all-star caliber first baseman that's coming back.
Yeah.
So I do think that the AL is kind of a wrap, dude. Like, the Jays can pack it up, although, I do kind of think I do like them tomorrow, which we'll talk about. But I do think the AL is kind of over, man. I really do.
I thought we were supposed to come into this podcast like not looking at the games and going through our numbers and
yeah, I mean, I'll still go through it, but I mean, I was like looking at some games tomorrow, and there wasn't much up on the board when I started looking at it either. So
yeah, and kind of going back to the NL, I think we're unfortunately having some disconnect because the teams that are trying to catch up are winning at the same pace that the teams that are in or right there are. Mm-hmm. You look at San Diego, they've won 3 straight and they're now 7-3 in their last 10. New York Mets, who are the one least behind, won 3 straight, 8-2 in their last 10. Cardinals only won 1 straight, but they're 7-3 in their last 10. And you look at those people who are right behind, they're just either a step behind in the numbers, as in 6-4 in their last 10, 5-5 in their last 10, but you've got the Giants on a 3-game winning streak. You got the Pirates on a 2-game winning streak, but you can't catch up if the teams ahead of you are winning as well. So it makes those series against the people who are in front of you a lot more.
Oh, way more important. I mean, the Reds and Pirates just went through it. You know what I mean? Like, and the Reds dropped 2 out of the 3, and like, you know,
and now they're 4.5 games out.
Yeah, you can't afford to drop those series, dude. And like, these are the series that you're playing now that are going to end up costing you in the long run.
Yeah.
And you know, if the Reds lose out on a playoff spot to the Pirates, you know, you look at those series and you're like, well, I mean, they lost the last series against the Pirates in Pittsburgh and they lose this one. So, you know, they only have themselves to blame. And, you know, the Reds are a comical team, man. They got good players, but they're very Jekyll and Hyde, dude.
Yep.
They, and they're not healthy, I'll give them that, but, you know, Matt McClain ain't going to fucking just turn the ship around by himself.
Yeah.
So they gotta look at themselves in the mirror, kind of figure shit out. And they lost Lodolo to the IL now, so.
Jesus. Yeah, and you know, you look at some of our futures, and you know, there's 2 of them that are just like, I don't know if they're gonna hit, but we were so confident in them in the beginning.
Well, the Tigers one definitely ain't hitting. That's cooked.
Tigers over 80.5, right?
No, we played them to win the division.
Well, and we played them over 80.5.
I didn't play them over 80.5. I played the Nationals.
Pretty sure you did.
No, I have the Nationals over win total.
Yeah.
I have
Detroit.
I have Detroit to
Cincinnati.
win. I don't have Cincinnati over win total.
Yeah, we made those bets that night.
No, I bet more division than win totals. I have let me see what I got. I'll tell you right now. My futures. I have the Giants to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
That one's still alive. It's hanging on.
Dangling. Yeah.
Tigers to win the AL Central. That's dead. Yeah. I have the Phillies to win the NL East.
Yeah.
I have the Nationals over 66.5 wins. Giants to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I have George Kirby to win AL Cy Young. I have O'Neal Cruz to win NL MVP. That's cooked. I have Royce Lewis to win AL MVP. If he didn't get hurt, that would have some serious fucking life. I have Ellie De La Cruz to win NL MVP. That's cooked. That's all the futures. Oh, and then I have the Mariners to win the AL West. And then I also hedged later with Astros to win the AL West.
Okay.
There was win totals that I liked, but when we talked about them, they weren't up yet. And then when they came up, like, the number moved, and I didn't really want to take it.
Okay. I have Baltimore to win the division.
Jamie, you put all these in?
Yeah.
I mean, Baltimore's still in it, though, to win the division.
Yeah, they're only a game out. So, I have Tigers to win the division. Cooked. That's only a unit, though. No big there. Phillies to win the division. Giants to make the playoffs. I have Reds over 81.5.
What are they?
They're going to have an epic second half of the season.
I mean, they're at 37 with 40 games to play. I mean, 42, or I'm sorry, they're at 37 with 80 games played. So, I mean, they still have 82 games to play.
Yeah.
But they would have to.
Yeah, they have to go 45.
Yeah, I mean, that's not out of the realm of possibility.
45 and 35?
That's not out of that's in play for sure.
Yeah. Tigers over 80.5. Wah, wah.
I mean, that's still in play too.
Yeah,
it's the same thing.
Yeah.
And the Tigers, all jokes aside, dude, the Tigers have one of the best starting rotations in baseball. They just need to hit, dude.
Yeah.
The problem with the Tigers, dude, is like they'll score 10 runs in the game and then they won't score for like a week, dude.
Yeah.
And then they'll score like a handful of runs.
And they got Nats over 66.5.
That's good.
Yeah, that was only plus 100, which was surprising there. And then Phillies to win the World Series.
Oh, yeah, I have that Phillies to win the World Series, too.
Yeah.
I do have
Plus
that one.
550 on that one.
No. I thought it was 750.
Mm-mm.
Was it 550?
550.
Yeah. I'm not liking it as much the last few weeks, but
Yeah, it's a long season.
it is.
And they're going to make some deadline moves. We know that.
Yeah, they'll be aggressive. I honestly, talking about futures, bro, if there's a team you want to put a futures bet in on to win the World Series right now, I think it's got to be the Padres, dude. Like, that's a legit team, bro. And AJ Preller, you know he's going to make some moves at the deadline to improve the
They're going to
roster.
have to because they need pitching.
Yeah, they do. They can't afford to go out there with what they're going out there with, but
No, not with the injuries that they have.
they're getting Darvish back.
When, though?
I think in the next week.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's quick. Until he
Yep.
hurts himself again.
Maybe, but it's no guarantees. I mean, at this point, you just got to assume that everyone's going to get hurt at some point.
Yeah, how many pitchers like Garrett Cole?
Oof. All right, let's look at these games tomorrow.
Great.
All right, so the first game we got is the Cubs and Giants. Right now, the Giants minus $1.08. Hold on, that's like consensus. Hold on, let me see. Let me see something. And then the starters are gonna be who is
Imanaga and
Hicks versus Imanaga, yeah.
I see minus 110 for the Cubs. Giants plus 100.
Giants plus 100. Wow. Interesting.
Over under sitting at 7.5. And that's at a pick 'em.
At plus 100 or minus 110?
Both are minus 110 over under.
All right. So, I mean, it's pretty even game is what they're telling you. Giants have won 3 in a row, so the Cubs are trying to salvage, one game out of the series and not get swept 4 games. Imanaga coming off his worst start of the season against a scorching hot New York Mets.
Worst 2 starts though, right?
No, he's had a couple bad starts, but last bad start like this was against the Brewers. His last start against St. Louis, he went 7 innings, 1 earned. This start, he went 3 innings, 10 earned on 11 hits. Gave up 3 home runs.
Okay.
It's the New York Knickerbockers. He does have a 2.96 ERA, 3.58 xFIP. So his numbers are still calling for some regression. 3.42 Sierra. He only has a 34% ground ball rate, which is a big reason why. But he does have a 25% K rate, which is above average. So doesn't get a lot of ground balls. Average strikeouts. And he'll be opposing Jordan Hicks. 3.24 ERA, 4.07 xFIP. What do you think about this one, Ben?
Yeah, I mean it's a big question of do you play the trends or do you play the numbers? Because right now you've got a majorly struggling Chicago Cubs team.
Yep.
Looking at their numbers over the 3 months is June has been better than May, but man, they're not putting things together on the defensive side where their offensive side is a little bit above average from where they were, but man, this team is struggling defensively and allowing way too many runs.
Who, the Cubs?
Yeah.
They also can't hit.
Yeah. I mean, they're hitting better than they were in May, though.
I mean, that's
Not
not
surprising.
That's not saying a ton, but in the last 7 days, they have a 99 WRC plus 131 ISO. So they're really struggling to hit.
Yeah.
Shota, I mean, I knew this Shota regression was gonna come during the summer. Once it started warming up, I knew this motherfucker was gonna start to get shelled, dude. Like, he's not that good of a pitcher. But on the flip side, like, I'm not running to go back Jordan Hicks by any stretch of the imagination. Like, Jordan Hicks has not been good, dude. Like, that's been a guy I've been, like, looking at spots to fade because he's not good.
Let's see. Over his last 5 starts, he got shelled by St. Louis. He pitched well against the Cubs when he played them, last week?
Yeah.
5 innings, 4 hits.
I think I actually
No
backed him
runs.
against the Cubs last week.
Yeah. 4 strikeouts and 4 walks. 4 2/3 against Houston, who's been on a tear. Arizona 3 2/3. He just doesn't go deep into games either. He lets a lot of runs go.
He doesn't go deep. Who pitched for the? I know Duvall and I think Tyler Rogers pitched for the Giants tonight.
Let's see.
Because their bullpen's pretty taxed. The Giants, that is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they went through a bullpen game 2 of the series.
Duvall definitely not pitching tomorrow. Tyler Rogers not pitching tomorrow.
So then Miller, he's pitched 2 days in a row. Low pitch numbers, but 2 days in a row. Then Jackson pitched 22 pitches, so you're not going to have likely Miller, Rogers, or Duvall.
Yeah, that doesn't.
You might have Duvall. He only pitched eight pitches tonight.
Yeah, but usually you want to stay away from pitching a dude 3 days in a row. Plus, the Giants don't have a day off, so they need him available for Friday too.
Mm-hmm.
So I doubt he pitches tomorrow.
What series do they move into on?
I don't know who they face. I know the Cubs are playing. I think the Braves.
Friday they play the Dodgers.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a big series. Logan Webb versus undecided.
that's crazy. Who the Cubs play on Friday? I think they have a travel day.
Cubs play Milwaukee. Big series for them too.
Yeah. Cubs got
Taillon
everyone
versus
available.
Ray.
They should have everyone available though, which is big for them. Giants, on the other hand, don't. So you're really looking for Hicks to go deep, which he doesn't.
Well, Smiley pitched 2 days in a row. Thompson pitched 2 days in a row, right?
Yeah, but Smiley and Thompson aren't like their big relievers. They want like Ty Miller, Leader. Like those are their. I mean, they don't have a good bullpen by any stretch, but Tyson Miller. They'll have Hector Neris, and they'll have what's his face? I just fucking said his name. Leader available.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see something real quick.
Let's see. Shota's biggest pitches are his four
Fastball.
seam and his splitter.
He's a fastball
Giants,
guy.
As a team, are minus 1.1 against the four seam and
Yeah, but
they got the sinker
they got dudes. Splitter.
splitter.
Heliot Ramos smashes fastballs. Jorge Soler smashes fastballs. Estrada smashes fastballs. Patrick Bailey smashes fastballs. Although Patrick Bailey doesn't really start against doesn't really start against lefties usually, right?
No, he has been.
Who else? Luciano, he's not playing. Chapman, he's above average. Schmidt, Wisely. So I mean, like, you know, you got Ramos, Soler, Estrada, Bailey. Those dudes should see him pretty well. As far as the Cubs go, the Cubs do not hit sinker balls well, which is Jordan Hicks' best pitch.
Yeah. He throws that 51% of the time. And he goes the split finger and the sweeper.
And so
Does
Saya
good
hits
against the fastball.
Saya hits sinkers well, Happ hits sinkers well, Bush hits sinkers well, Horner hits sinkers well, and then everybody else is negative. Split finger, pretty much everybody stinks against it.
Yeah.
What's Hicks' other pitch? Sinker, splitter, sweeper. Yeah, I mean, dude, the Cubs just don't fucking hit.
Yeah. So are we expecting the four seam to be above average tomorrow? Above average for Shota? Or is it going to be another one of those?
I mean, I think the guy's got a good fastball. I think it's more so about command and who's hitting. Like, I definitely think the Giants, and like I said, dude, he's due for more regression. Like, he has a 2.96 ERA with a 3.58 xFIP.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, there's more regression coming for him. Like, he pitched, he was getting so incredibly lucky, dude. His left on base percentage was just insane until that Milwaukee start is when it really started to, you know, kind of come undone a little bit. But I definitely think there's more regression coming.
He's got a good strikeout percentage, though.
He does, but he doesn't get ground balls. He gets a lot of fly balls, but the good thing is that this is in Oracle, dude.
Yep.
And the ball doesn't fly out of there, so.
What's the weather going to be like tomorrow?
Damn, I got this bug in here, dude. What the fuck?
Let's see. Do I have the city in my... No, hold on. Tomorrow, high of 64. No, sorry, 67.
Hicks has been good at home, too. I don't know, man. I might lean Giants first 5. I might lean Giants
let's look at the
first 5.
Let's look at the over-under.
I don't want any part of the over-under. The only reason why I say that is because the Cubs bullpen fucking blows and the Giants bullpen is in shambles. So I would lean the full game over.
Over 7.5, right?
I would lean the full game over 7.5, but I'm not. At that point, you're really relying on the Giants to get you runs early on. Because I don't know if the Cubs are going to hit Jordan Hicks. So all their runs are going to have to come after that first 5 innings, dude.
Yeah, but we look at let's see. Let's look at today's game. The Cubs, no runs after 5 innings. Okay. What about yesterday's game? The Cubs only had 1 run.
I'll say this
2 days ago.
I'll say this right now, Ben. The Cubs should not be a favorite tomorrow.
Yeah.
The fact that they are, I would play Giants just for the number. Because I think
Chicago no runs in the 6th through 9th of any games this series. Sorry. Wanted to get that out there.
But yeah, I actually kind of like that over, Ben.
7.5 is low.
Given the state of the bullpen and then the fact that the Cubs bullpen blows,
Yeah, I think the
Cubs bullpen the last 7 days been 4.98 ERA.
mhm. I think the Giants can hit Shota and the bullpen, and I think the Cubs can hit Hicks.
I don't know if the Cubs are going to hit Hicks, but they're going to hit. They can get to the bullpen, I think, because their best
Well, if the
relievers
Cubs
are
don't,
down.
if the Cubs don't hit Hicks, then we've got a problem
Yeah,
because they haven't scored against the bullpen. I know a
yeah, but
lot of the
there's
high leverage guys are out, but they haven't put up a run in the 6th, 7th, 8th, or 9th in the last 3 games.
yeah. I mean, I don't know if they're going to hit Jordan Hicks, dude.
So are we looking at Giants team total?
I mean, at some point the Cubs got to hit.
What
But
did you say there
they don't hit sinkers good. They don't hit splitters good. They don't hit.
last week? What was there? You said there were what, 95?
Yeah. Hold on. What? In the last week?
Yeah,
WRC plays?
yeah.
They are 99, which is
99.
right below league average. Giants are actually worse in the last week. They're 90.
Well, yeah, because they were dog shit against St. Louis.
Yeah. I don't hate the over, dude.
Yeah. 7.5 isn't bad.
I think that's too low.
Yep.
I'm going to play the over.
I'm also going to look at. I still am going to look. I think you're right at San Francisco first 5 tomorrow. See what that line comes out at, and then also team total tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because if you're getting a 3.5 with the Giants, I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
Because if Giants are the dogs, they're probably going to be 3.5, where Chicago's going to be 4.
I mean, dude, at the price, I would play the Giants. Like, the Cubs shouldn't be a favorite on the road against anybody right now. Well, at least not against the Giants. Like, if they're favorite on the road against the White Sox, I get it, but not against the Giants.
Yeah. Well, everybody's looking at it's Shota, so he's going to get you a little extra change there.
Could be also, they're like, oh, he's going to bounce back and blah, blah, blah. I don't know, but I do like that over. I'm gonna play that over.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that over. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Yankees against the Blue Jays. Kind of talked about the Blue Jays a little bit earlier as far as their playoff potential, but the Blue Jays are 6.5 back of a playoff spot. Hold on, Ben. I got probable pitch. I got no pitchers for these two. I thought
That was Rodon versus Berrios.
that's what I thought.
It is not up on our book.
Yeah, this is even covers is saying they don't know, but Circa's saying Rodon and Barrios, so we'll go with it.
Yep.
So Rodon versus Barrios. Yankees minus $1.38, Toronto plus $1.18. The totals at 8.5. Obviously the Yankees coming off getting swept by the Mets. Yankees are 2-8 in their last 10.
It's only a 2-game series, right?
Yeah, it was a 2-game series, but they are 2-8 in their last 10. And the Blue Jays basically coming off a split against the Red Sox 1-1 because tonight's game got suspended. They'll be replayed in August. So Toronto, they really got to start winning some ball games, dude, or else they're gonna be sellers.
Yeah, well, to be honest, I think they're going to be sellers anyways. Because I don't think they're going to be happy with being a wild card team when they're so far out of the division.
Yeah,
That's the tough part. I mean, shit, what are they right now?
6.5 back.
They are 14.5 games back out of the division.
Oh yeah, the division's out of the question, dude.
Oh yeah,
They're just shooting for the wild card. But I mean, we saw last year, dude. If you win the division, it's not really a good thing.
it's true. Why is this not pulling up for Barrios?
I think this is a tough spot for the Yankees, dude, because they didn't finish that game until like midnight East Coast time. So like they're not even gonna get on the plane till probably like 2-3 in the morning. I'm not sure how far. Yeah, bro, they don't just like go straight to the airport, dude.
Yeah, they were talking about another team the other night, and it was like an hour after the game. They were in the air.
Who? Because I've seen teams that take fucking. Because New York, the Yankees are in New York right now. Like, it's not like they're on a road trip.
Yeah.
Right? They're in New York. So, like, they literally. I don't think
That's
they
like,
get off the ground until
it's a 2-hour flight. It's nothing crazy. But
still, Ben, when you got to fly in the middle of the night, wake up, check into your hotel room, and then settle back down and go to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
What
time is this game tomorrow? 4:07.
It's 7:00 Eastern.
So that's at least have that going for him. But you're right. It is a quick turnaround.
Toronto's got to travel too. By the way, they got to go from Boston to Toronto, but they canceled their game a lot earlier.
Yeah, they got rained out. So okay, well, let's see. How does Toronto do against left-handed pitchers? Horrible, because they don't do good against any pitchers.
I was gonna say that I wouldn't look at anything. They actually are better against lefties than they are righties, though.
That's not true.
Since when? Damn, dude, they only have a 103 ISO against fucking lefties, dude. What a sorry ass fucking ball club this is. Bro.
Average is worse, on base percentage is worse, slugging is way worse, and OPS is way worse.
God, Rodon blows though, dude. He's not very good. Brother's got a 3.86 ERA with a 4.4 xFIP.
He just got shelled against Atlanta and Boston in his last two starts. But Atlanta and Boston are much better offenses than what we're going to see in Toronto. This
but Boston usually struggles against lefties.
Yeah. I was going to say, this reminds me of what the Rodon pitching against the Royals. The Royals offense and the Toronto offense very much seem similar to me right now. And against Kansas City, he pitched 7 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. Milwaukee, I put better.
Milwaukee's a much better offense than Toronto.
Angels, who hit lefties very well, hit him well. 3 hits, 3 runs. Damn.
The one thing I'll say is when you look into those games before is like, his advanced data, like we knew was going to come to regression eventually because he had a lot of luck going his way. And so now we've kind of seen that the last 2 starts and we're still expecting more regression. However, the Toronto Blue Jays, really outside of Vladimir Guerrero Jr. and Danny Jensen, they don't hit fastballs very well. Dalton Varsho does, but he's a lefty, so I don't think he's gonna be in. He missed today's game too. Mm-hmm. so he's day to day. So
Yeah,
and they don't hit sliders very well either.
Ernie Clement.
Yeah, he's been playing he's been playing lately.
Yeah, he can have had a fastball.
Yeah,
What's the other one? The slider.
yeah. A lot of their guys don't hit sliders.
IKF 1.7. Biggio, who's not on the team anymore, right? He got traded.
Yeah, he's not on the team.
Yeah, he hit sliders well. Davis Schneider hit sliders well.
Schneider's still on the team. He'll
Yeah. But that's it.
Yeah, the Blue Jays don't hit very well.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's look at Barrios and the Yankees and what they're going to be, how they're going to be hitting against him. Okay, his top pitch is the sinker.
The Yankees hit sinkers for the most part.
Okay, Stanton.
Gone. Not playing.
Oh, he's hurt. That's right. Jean Berti.
Not playing.
Judge.
Yep.
Judge, Torres. Let's see.
Verdugo.
Yep.
That's
Verdugo.
really Austin Wells. That's really it. And Ben
Soto.
Rice. Well, Soto and Judge you can always count on, dude. Don't matter what pitch. Those dudes hit anything, bro. You can count on them.
Wait, sinker?
Yeah.
I was looking at the numbers for changeup. Sorry.
Well, Barrios has a really good changeup. That's his second best pitch. So
okay.
And really, Judge and Soto are like the only guys that hit changeups pretty well.
Jesus, Soto on a fucking sinker 10.6.
Yeah, he smacks sinkers, dude.
In four seams. Jesus Christ. 10.1. Wow.
Barrios is actually getting shelled by righties on the sinker. Oh, let me see something. Barrios has been good at home, but he's also due for regression. 4.34 xFIP, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
He's been really good at home, 2.36 ERA, but he's been a lot better against lefties than he's been against righties. 288 average against righties, 205 average against lefties.
Yeah. His changeup is the second best pitch, but he only throws it 16% of the time.
But he throws it to lefties, which is why he's good against lefties, because his fucking changeup is so good. He doesn't really throw it to righties. Against lefties, he throws sinker 26%, slurve 24.5%, changeup 23.6, four seam 21.2. Against righties, he throws sinker, slurve, four seam.
I think this is the Yankees game. I hate saying that, but
I think the number is what's the line right now?
well, let me see what ESPN has, because that's the only thing I see. Yankees minus 145, but they're always way high, so it's probably like Yankees minus 130.
Oh, that's way too much.
If you take them at half a run for the first five,
no, too much.
Probably look
too much. Their money line should be like they should be like minus like $1.15, $1.20.
Yeah, you're paying tax. I'd say the run line for the first five is probably plus 100, maybe plus 105, and I think that has a good value there.
I'd honestly look at the under in this. But
yeah,
I hate the Jays bullpen, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard for me to bet the Blue Jays because their bullpen fucking blows.
You could look at first five.
Yeah.
It's at 8.5, so you're probably going to be at 4.5.
I think first five under is pretty good. I don't know, dude. I probably honestly want to play in this game. I like the Cubs Giants game better. I like the next game a lot better that we're going to talk about. Because this is the thing with this game.
You've been digging on this one. You're already throwing numbers out in our group chat on this.
Yeah, this is the thing about the Yankees-Jays game is like, I think the travel fucks with the Yankees more than the Jays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yankees bullpen obviously better. But the Blue Jays, Barrios plays better at home. I think both starting pitchers are due for more regression.
Okay, question. Did the Yankees fly out tonight, or are they flying tomorrow?
No, they're flying out tonight.
Do you know that? It's a 2-hour flight.
I'd rather them fly out tonight than tomorrow than wake up early and fucking have to go on a plane and.
It's a 7:00 game for them.
So,
I don't have to go that early.
No, you gotta take BP and. That's the thing. It's routine, Ben. You gotta go through your routines. That's why if you miss your routines, like these teams do the same thing every fucking day, dude. They wait. They go to the ballpark the same time every fucking day.
Yeah.
They eat whatever the fuck they eat. They fucking do their drills. Pitchers do their fucking side work. Hitters do their side work in the batting cages, etc. And then they do their fielding drills. And then they have their meetings, their scouting report meetings and stuff. Like, it's all routine. And if you throw the routine off, that fucks with people, dude. We're all human. That's why fading Sunday night teams is always so profitable, because their routine is thrown off, because, you know, they're going into the next day like hours behind.
It's an hour 45 flight.
I know, but it still throws their routine off, dude. They didn't end the game till like 11 p.m. Eastern time today. That's not normal. Actually, I think it was 12 a.m. that they finished the game. It's just not normal. It's not normal routine. And Alex Cora talked about it. I think the last time when they played the Blue Jays after the Sunday night game, and he said, like, you know, they have their own routine after Sunday night games where they don't take BP and they don't do fielding drills, and they cancel that part of the day. So everyone's got their own routine, but I don't like throwing routine off. All right, let's move on to the next game. We got the Guardians versus the Royals. Currently, we have we're gonna have Ben Lively versus Michael Wacha.
Waka waka, bitches.
Yeah, yeah. And right now the line is minus $1.10 on Cleveland, and then even money on Kansas City the other way. The total's at 8.5 or 9. I'm seeing a lot of 9s out there actually right now. What do you think about this game, Ben?
Sorry, I was looking at if on the tweet machine if there was any update for that game. For this, I mean, I think Kansas City got lucky today by getting those late runs against the Miami team, and Cleveland is a much better team, so I think it's going to be a lot more difficult for them to, with a lot better bullpen, much more difficult for them to be able to score runs like they did against Miami. So I think that's going to be playing into effect here. See, they did win the series 2-1, 2-1 in Kansas City, but they got swept and only scored 2 runs in the Texas series before. So I mean, this is just a majorly struggling offense that it's going to be difficult to score runs against Ben Lively, who's pitching a hell of a lot better than he should be. But it's not a tough offense that he's facing.
Ben Lively fucking blows, dude.
Yeah, well, he's
a 3.03 ERA with a 4.25 xFIP. Like, you want to talk about a dude that's gotten lucky as due for regression? It's Buddy over here.
Yeah, but is it gonna be against Kansas City, who can't fucking hit?
Kansas City can hit, dude. They just went through a little slump.
It's been a long slump.
No, it was like a weak slump, dude. They put up like 9 runs against the Dodgers like 2 weeks ago. Like, teams are gonna go through ups and downs, and
Kansas City is batting .215 in the month of June.
Yeah, and I told you
a .283 on base percentage.
I told you guys the other day, I was like, man, like, since the Royals have been struggling, like, a big part of it is Salvador. Like, he went from 330 to like 279, and today he broke out and had a huge ass RBI. Like, baseball players go through ups and downs, they go through momentum swings and stuff. A big part of Kansas City's offense is Salvador Perez. And I believe in Salvi. And I think that he's going to get going a little bit. But on the flip side, Josh Naylor's hurt. You know, he DH'd, or he didn't even DH today. He pinch hit today. He hadn't played in 2 days. And the Guardians are absolutely due for regression. I mean, like, they're hitting like 365 with runners in scoring position. Like, that's insane. That's insanity, dude. Like, their bullpen ERA is a 2.95. I don't know if that's ever happened, but their bullpen is in absolute fucking shambles, dude. Like, these dudes are so overused because they have no starting pitching. Their starters can't go more than 4 or 5 innings. Dude, their bullpen is taxed. We got guys that are going to hit 80 innings in this bullpen. Kansas City's bullpen, not very good. Guardians coming off, they won 7 straight, and then they lost today. Had to travel from Baltimore to Kansas City. They finished that game about 80 Eastern. No, longer than that. It started at 6 Eastern. They finished that game about 9 Eastern. But Ben Lively, not that good, dude. Michael Wacha is a better fucking starting pitcher than Ben Lively. This Ben Lively shit ends tomorrow, bro. This 87% LOB percentage ends tomorrow. Only a 36% ground ball rate ends tomorrow. This shit ends tomorrow.
I don't think so.
He gave up 2 home runs in his last start. You cannot think so. You could take the Guardians all you want. I'm telling you, it's a bad number, and you're going to be donating money.
Let's see.
You could look at everything in the world, bro.
Look what our buddy just is AK on listed in right now.
Yes, we should, AK.
No.
Yes. The Royals are winning tomorrow. Book it. Book it.
Hold the fuck on.
Last time I told you this, it was the Tigers, and you were like, "Oh, I don't know. They're playing."
Yeah, and you're a 50% guy, so
they're playing the Phillies. The Phillies are hella good. I don't know. And I was like, "Nah, dude, they're winning, bro." Like, I'm telling you, the Tigers are winning, and they fucking won that game.
You're not 100% guy, so
what do you mean?
We gotta look into things a little bit more.
I don't. I've already looked into this. I'm telling you right now. The Guardians are losing this game, and the Kansas City Royals will win tomorrow. Ben Lively is not that good.
Okay. Change up. Cleveland hits well. Which is Wacha's best pitch. His 4-seam fastball. Cleveland hits well. That is his worst pitch.
Who on Cleveland hits it? Tell me who. Don't tell me they. Tell me who. Because Jose Ramirez hits everything. Josh Naylor hits everything. Josh Naylor might not play tomorrow. It's a very good chance he doesn't play. He didn't play today.
Jimenez, Stephen Kwan, David Fry, Daniel Sheenman. They all hit the four-seam fastball well, which he throws 23.4% of the time and is at a -7 run value.
It's only quarter. It's less than a quarter of his pitches.
Well, you look at his top pitch is only 32%, only a third of his pitches.
Who does he throw against what?
What?
So what does he throw against who? What does he throw against who? Who does he throw against what? His changeup, he throws is his best pitch.
Yes.
Against lefties, he throws his changeup 38% of the time, 224 average against. Against lefties, he throws his four-seamer 31% of his time. Cutter, 12%. Curveball, 12%. So Jose Ramirez, lefty, fastball, good hitter. Kwan, he's been raking. He's due for regression, though. He's not going to continue at a 400 pace.
Last week you said Kwan was one of the best fucking players.
Say he's been playing like it. He's not going to continue at a 400 pace. Come on, man. Let's be real. Naylor, Schneemann, Jimenez. I mean, they're good hitters, dude. But they also couldn't hit today. And this Guardians offense definitely due for some fucking regression. As far as Ben Lively goes, sinker's his best pitch. He actually throws a lot of off speed. That's actually what fucking Kansas City's the best at. Against sinker. God damn, what the fuck happened to that shit? Kansas City's 14th against sinkers. Adam
Sinkers,
Frazier.
Isabel, Nelson Velasquez.
Against sinkers?
Yep.
No. Bobby Witt Jr., 6.7 runs against average against sinkers. Nelson Velasquez, 5.1.
He didn't show up on my list. I had to go to the second page on that.
Isbell, 2.4. Blanco, 1.5.
Bill Velasquez.
Throws a four-seamer. Let's see, throw left and right. So righties, he throws his sinker 40% of the time. He's giving up a 281 batting average against on his sinker against righties, by the way. So Bobby Witt Jr., Blanco, Salvi, all righties in the lineup. The rest of them are going to be lefties. He throws also sweeper, four-seamer against righties. Oh, would you look at that? They all crush fucking sweeper sliders.
They do not all.
Salvi, Bobby Witt, Massey, those are all righties. Renfro, righty.
Yeah. Okay. So he pitches that how much? What percentage of the time?
25.
That's only a quarter of the pitches.
It is, but
that's what you just told me in the last one.
Yeah, and then he also pitches a fastball,
which nobody really hits well on the fucking.
Nah, they don't. But it's a team that sits on fucking breaking balls, dude.
Nick Lofton is the only one who pitches, and Adam Frazier, only one who hits a fastball well.
Yeah, I like the Royals tomorrow.
I don't. You guys can have fun betting that one. I will not be betting that one. The negative regression is real.
Yeah, but they're not gonna. There's a balance between the negative regression and what they were. They're not gonna fucking continue to be as bad as they were, and they swung the sticks today, dude, and like they broke out of a funk, and they're at home again
against
tomorrow.
the fucking Marlins, bro.
Doesn't matter. They're still a professional ball club, dude.
They lost 3 to the Rangers.
Doesn't matter,
lost 2 of
dude.
3 to the A's.
That dude, teams go through
lost.
ups and downs, Ben, and they played over their head for a long time. They did. I've been saying it. But this team also isn't this bad. And I also don't think the Guardians are as good as they've been. And there's a balance between the two. And Ben Lively has not been good at all. He's been very, very lucky. So I'm betting against I'm betting that Ben Lively can't continue this luck.
Yep. It's a bold move, Cotton.
You tell me this all the time, and then I win these bets, and it's like,
come on.
And I'm like, dude.
Oh my God, fucking bet God over here. Give me a
No, not at
break.
all. But you gotta,
you
can't.
should open that window because your fucking ego is getting too big, brother.
No, I'm no, not at all. Because I lose bets, but I'll make good bets. You know what I mean? Like, I'll make a bet that I lose, but I'll get the best number available, right? Because I feel like I'm on the right side, but I lose it. It happens. You can't win them all. At the end of the day, these games have to be played. But if you're betting on Ben Lively to be the guy that he's been, I'm sorry, brother, but you're in for some bad news, because this guy has a 4.25 xFIP for a reason. He has a 87% left on base percentage. That is unsustainable, dude. And we're talking about a guy that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 starts through. But his last 2 starts, he's given up 6 runs in 9.2 innings. Like, the regression is coming. We're seeing it. And now we're going to see more of it back to where it should be.
Okay. You have fun betting that. I'm not going to.
Even his last 2 starts, the run value on his pitches compared to his average is way down. And it's a reason why. Because the regression is coming. It's here. You can't sustain being a 3 ERA pitcher with a 37% ground ball rate, 87% left on ball percentage, and a 7.7 K per 9. Like, that's just, it's unsustainable, dude. And we have years of data to back this up. Mm-hmm. Which is why his xFIP is 4.25. That's what he's pitching towards. So I'll take the Royals. I love the Royals here. I absolutely do. That Guardians bullpen isn't. I mean, this is a bullpen that's in absolute shambles, dude. They needed Xavier Curry to go 3 innings today because they just they couldn't throw anyone else out there. So when the Royals win tomorrow, I'll accept the apology. Royals money line, baby.
I'm not gonna even ask for anything when Cleveland wins tomorrow. So
they're not gonna win tomorrow, so it's all good.
That. Mm-hmm. Enjoy that.
Oh yeah. All right, let's get some best bets.
Here we go.
What do you like tomorrow, Ben?
Tomorrow I'm gonna do. Let's see. I'm gonna go Yankees first 5 minus half a run in the Yankees Toronto game. I will go San Francisco team total if it's at 3.5 or 4. I'll even take 4 because you'll get the push.
It'll be 3.5.
4.
4.
And then I do like the over in that game as well.
All right. Those are your best bets?
What's the over-under for Cleveland and Kansas City? 8.5. I'd probably lean the under on it. But I'm not going to take a bet.
My 2 best bets is Giants Cubs over 7.5. I love that one. And then I'm taking Royals money line I'd play it to minus $1.10. I think this game should be a pick 'em. To be honest, I think this is mispriced here. So give me the Royals. Right now, you can get it plus 100, plus 105, plus 103. You can get it anywhere around there. This should be a pick 'em. Should be a pick 'em game.
So confident for a pick'em game, huh?
Well, I just think it's mispriced. When I see a game that's mispriced, I'm gonna jump all over it. This game is mispriced. Just like the Cubs, just like the Mets today was mispriced. They were plus 134. Ben, I was absolutely confident that they were gonna win that game.
Yeah, it's a lot different than fucking minus 105 compared
They were
to
plus
minus
138.
Yeah, I'm talking about Kansas City.
Yeah, but I didn't think the Mets should have been favored today. Like, they should have still been a dog, but they shouldn't have been plus 138. Should have been like plus 110.
Okay, so you're looking at 28 cents there. You're talking
That's huge.
5 here.
Yeah, I still think it's mispriced.
Yikes. Okay, have fun.
Give me the Royals. All right, y'all. Thank you for
That with a 5-foot pole.
thank you for joining us. Make sure to follow us on Instagram at Taproom Sports Podcast. Follow us on Twitter at Taproom_sports. Make sure to follow us, or not follow us, but download the Sharps app, SHARPZ. Use promo code Jord517. It's free to use, free to track your bets. Become a better Sharps app. If you missed any of the show, you could catch it on all podcast platforms: Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Google, wherever you find your podcasts. Go get it right after, if you missed any part of it. We'll catch y'all later. We'll be back on Sunday. Have a very blessed weekend, y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Nice.
Did you watch the A's game tonight?